Hey there, I'm Misty. We are going to be performing skill number 20 in your Headmaster booklet. This is repositioning your client on the side. So I state this is the way you should try to perform your skill so you can pass. All right, so first off, when you come in, you are probably going to find your patient in his bed with the head up, and he's going to be probably pulled over very far on one side of the bed. You can see how the patient is over on the right side of his bed. More than likely, they're going to tell you reposition this client on his or her right side. And as you can see, you cannot do it with the patient so far over in the bed, so you are going to have to move the patient. So what you're going to need to do is, of course, hand hygiene and knock, or knock and then hand hygiene. But you're going to knock, knock, knock. Hey Terry, I'm Misty. I'm your nurse today. So it looks like we are going to reposition you on your right side today. So you can, at that point, hand hygiene in the room if the hand sanitizer is in the room. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my supplies. What you're going to need is a total of 4 pillows, and I have them prepared here. So you're going to have 3 more pillows in addition to what he's already got on his bed. So what we're going to do is have them available. And if our cameraman will come close enough so he can see everything, what I like to do is go ahead and pull the privacy curtain, put your gloves on, because in real life, even though it's not required at Headmaster, in real life you never know what you're going to find under the covers once you put your hands under the covers. So Terry, I'm just going to put on a pair of gloves here. I'm going to raise the bed to a comfortable working height. Let me move these pillows a little bit out of the way. And as I'm raising the bed, I'm also going to go ahead and check the brakes on the bed. This is a safety issue for your client and for yourself. So you've raised the bed so you can reach him or her. But you also need to lower the head of the bed so you're not working against gravity. So if I'm going to reposition my client on his right side or her right side, I need to move him or her over so I can get to him or her to turn him over. So what we're going to do is, Terry, I'm going to move you over toward me, and we're going to move you over in sections. This is what they're looking for at state. You need to move your client over in sections. So what it's going to be is your head and neck, your torso, and then your legs. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach one hand under his neck and head, and the other one kind of under his shoulders, and we're going to move him over in sections. 1, 2, 3. So there's one part. You're going to tell your patient everything you're going to do, because now you're about to put your hands under their bum. So you don't want to just grab somebody's bottom. You're going to tell your patient what you're going to do. Okay, Terry, I'm going to place my hand under the small of your back and under your bottom, and on 3, we're going to scoot over toward me. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to help your patient move his legs over. So on 3, Terry, we're going to scoot your legs over as well. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now my patient has moved over a good bit in the bed, and now we can move him or her onto her side. Make sure the head is in good alignment. And I like to go ahead and leave the pillow kind of off-center here like this, because once you turn the client over, you're going to need that pillow to be in that position. Also, as I pulled my patient over, I noticed that his or her arm stayed off to the side. This is actually a good thing, because once you turn your patient over to their side, they don't need to be lying on their arm. That's one of the steps in the booklet, or in the skill in the book as well, that you need to be aware of. You can't cut off circulation on that arm, or it's it's going to make it pretty uncomfortable for your patient. You don't want them lying on their arm. So you can go ahead and leave this arm out like this, and I would address it out loud so that way Headmaster knows what you're doing and why this arm is out to the side. So now that we're ready to move our client over to the side, what you need to do is to assist your client in whatever way possible. What you can do is try to get your client to do as much as possible for themselves. So you're going to say, Terry, what we're going to do is bend this left knee so you have a little bit of leverage to help you turn over onto your side. We're also going to go ahead and make sure our pillows are pretty close here. So let's move the pillows over. All right, so on 3, Terry, what we're going to do is turn over to our side. So I'm gonna move his arm across his chest, and on 3, I'm gonna help my client turn over to his side. 1, 2, 3. So be sure that you're aware of his head or her head. Make sure that the head is in proper alignment. And as you place the pillows for support, I would place the pillow on his back or her back first. So if our cameraman will come over to the side so you can see how the pillow is placed. There are several ways that you can place the pillow behind your client, but I like the Tootsie Roll method best. I will go ahead and place the pillow up against my client's back, take the top portion, and then tuck it up under. This not only holds your client in place, but it frees up both hands, so that way you can go ahead and place the rest of your pillows. So now that we've got this pillow in place, we can work on the other 2 pillows. Go ahead and bring your call bell around to your client so they can reach it and so you can place it correctly once you're done. So we're going to go to the other side of the bed now with our 2 other pillows. One of these is going to go between our client's knees. So Terry, we're just going to place this pillow between your knees here. So you're only exposing your patient as much as you need to. That's it. So now that he's turned to his side, or she, and he's got a pillow between his knees, he's braced behind him, now we can place this pillow under his arm. And the pillow is to support actually his upper arm. And then you make sure that the call bell is in reach for your client. Here you go, Terry. Let's make sure you have that. So at this point, your client is on his side, whatever side the state tells you to put them on, be sure you put them on the correct side. If they tell you right and you place your patient on the left, you will have failed the skill. So he's on his right side like they asked me to. I've got all the pillows in place. Now I'm going to lower the bed. I'm not going to raise the head of the bed because that would not have my patient in good alignment. You can't have a client on their side with the head of the bed raised and have your back and neck in good alignment. So I am going to leave the bed flat. I'm going to lower the bed to a safe height so my client is safe. Awkward silence here. All right, Terry, that looks like that's a really good height for you. Here's your call bell. If you need anything, I'll be back to check on you in about an hour. If you did use side rails at state, you're going to need to put your side rails back down the way that you found them. Make sure that your client is nice and neat. And then now you can remove your gloves, throw them away, and you can hand hygiene. And now you're done with your skill.